Mayday, Mayday. We are taking on water. We are 48.988 net north. 12518. Over.
Vessel in distress, Group Port Angeles. Request you say again your latitude, over. Vessel in distress is Coast Guard Group Port Angeles. What is your position, over?
U.S. Coast Guard, this is Vessel Morehouse, over.
Vessel Morehouse is Coast Guard Group Port Angeles. Go ahead, over.
I read that last transmission. It was 48.9 something, and then it broke up, over.
Vessel in distress is Coast Guard Group Port Angeles. Channel 16, over. Vessel in distress is Coast Guard Group Port Angeles. How many persons on board your vessel, over? You're calling for radio checks, Group Port Angeles. Yeah, I read you loud and clear. Nothing further out. Pon. Hello, all stations. This is United States Coast Guard, Port Angeles, Washington Group. United States Coast Guard, Port Angeles, Washington Group. Break. Time 1542, Universal Coordinated Time. Coast Guard received a report of a 22-foot pleasure craft taking on water approximately 28 miles off La Push. Position 4809 north, 12519 west. Vessels in the vicinity able to assist or provide any further information are requested to contact Coast Guard Port Angeles or the nearest Coast Guard unit. Break. This is United States Coast Guard Port Angeles, Washington Group.
USCG Port Angeles, Blue Eyes, WDC 9021.
Positioning.
They got one on my boat, Phil got one on his boat, they got a guy that's down. I don't know if he's alive or not.
Could you please repeat that position?
Station calling on channel 16. What is the name of your vessel, and say again your transmission?
Station calling on channel 16. This is Coast Guard Group Port Angeles. Request you say again your vessel name and your transmission, over.
Coast Guard Port Angeles, this is the charter vessel Fury, WDA 7221.
Roger, sir. This is Group Port Angeles. Go ahead.
We're out here at 4801.124 north, 125, 18.590 west. We have two of the people on the charter vessel Ultimate. One appears they're doing CPR to him right now. The other two, I have one on my boat and the other one is on Phil's boat, the Ultimate, and they're both alive. But they are performing CPR on one victim right now. Still is capsized, floating here.
Roger, sir. How many persons are on board the vessel, over?
Ultimate has two persons on board. One appears to be deceased. They're doing CPR right now as we speak, and I have one person on board my boat.
Roger, sir. I understand you have one person on board your boat. Where are the other two people that are performing CPR, over?
They're on the Ultimate, the same lat long.
Roger, sir. Are they on board another vessel, over?
Guys, and they're all on board our charter vessel. River. Ultimate, WCR 6827.
Roger, sir. So there were 3 people total on board this capsized vessel, over?
Roger, yes. 3 people total, and they're all 3 are... I have one on board my boat, which is the charter vessel Fury, and there are 2 on the charter vessel Ultimate, and one appears to be deceased. They're still performing CPR on him, but it doesn't look like they've had any reaction yet.
Roger, sir. Copy that. Stand by this frequency, over. Charter vessel Gary, Group Port Angeles. Can you confirm that all persons that were on board the capsized vessel are out of the water, over?
The victim I have on board my boat says there was only 3 people on board.
Roger, sir. Good copy.
Oh, you got me at 16 here? Any warm clothes for that guy? I got a pile of spare clothes over here if you need to get him out of the cold stuff. We got clothes. I'm going to go with you. Are you heading back, are you? Coast Guard Station, Cooley River, Ultimate, WCR 6827.
Ultimate, this is Coast Guard Group Port Angeles. Go ahead, over.
Okay, we're going to need the helicopter here with an EMT on board. I don't know if we're going to be able to save this guy or not.
Vessel Ultimate, Group Port Angeles. Roger. I copy that. Stand by.
Must fish. This is the Puffin.
Vessel Ultimate, Group Port Angeles. How many persons total are on board your vessel, over?
There's 2-0 now with the 2 fellas that from the other boat making way towards Quileute. I don't know if we're going to be able to save this guy.
Roger, sir. Understand. Please stand by this frequency. We're doing all we can, over.
Roger that. Phil, we probably should have a couple EMTs there to check these guys out that we pulled out of the water too, just to make sure there ain't nothing wrong with them. My guy seems to be doing fine.
Must fish. This is a Puffin, over.
Little Orca, Willie Shoe.
Can you go 69, please, over?
Go to 6-9.
You got the CB on 8?
Recon. You copy, Robin calling.
Little Orca, this is the Shoe, over. 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 Ted, you got a copy? This is Paul, over. Go ahead, Shoe. 6-9, Orca. 6-9, over. Copy.
Is there anybody in the water from that capsized boat, sports fishing?
All three are on boats. They're on the Fury and the Ultimate.
All right, thanks.
Half and half, compromise, half and half.
Batchman, roller man, you out there? Batchman Dan, you got a copy?
Charter Vessel Ultimate, Coast Guard Group, Port Angeles, Channel 16, over.
Yes, Charter Vessel Ultimate, WCR 6827. Go ahead.
Vessel Ultimate, Group Port Angeles, roger. Be advised, you have a Canadian helicopter, Rescue 902. They have paramedics on board and they are en route to your position, over.
Okay, roger that. We're currently, just a second. Currently, we're underway for Quileute River, La Push. My position right now is 4800.62, 125.16.595 on a course of due east. Over.
Vessel Ultimate, Group Port Angeles, roger. I'll pass that to the helicopter.
All right, we're currently doing 7.5 to 7.8. I've got one gentleman on board. We're still doing CPR. We got no pulse on him. And the other fella is...
Follow me, Sam. Little Orca, copy.
We're getting him some new clothes and getting him warm, so that's our status, over.
Charter Vessel Ultimate, Group Port Angeles, roger. Is the other person hypothermic, over?
Slightly. It's not a real bad case. We got heater, blankets, and water, so he's going to be okay.
Hard set.
Okay.
Charter Vessel Ultimate, Group Port Angeles, good copy. I'm going to pass your position to the Canadian helicopter, over.
Roger that.
Phil, you need me to slow down?
Maybe you go ahead. Maybe I'll get behind Don.
You can slow down if you want me to. I'm only doing 10 knots, 9.5, 10 knots here.
What's 518? Over.
Coast Guard Port Angeles, this is the charter vessel Fury, WDA 7221. We're out here at 4801.124 north, 125, 18.590 west. We have two of the people on the charter vessel Ultimate. One appears they're doing CPR to him right now. The other two, I have one on my boat and the other one is on Phil's boat, the Ultimate, and they're both alive. But they are performing CPR on one victim right now. Still is capsized, floating here. Ultimate has two persons on board. One appears to be deceased. They're doing CPR right now as we speak, and I have one person on board my boat. They're on the Ultimate, the same lat long. And they're all on board our charter vessel.
River. Ultimate, WCR 6827.
Roger, yes. 3 people total, and they're all 3 are... I have one on board my boat, which is the charter vessel Fury, and there are 2 on the charter vessel Ultimate, and one appears to be deceased. They're still performing CPR on him, but it doesn't look like they've had any reaction yet. The victim I have on board my boat says there is only 3 people